Good evening, all.
Good evening, sir.
Yes, till what we discussed in the last class. Till what we discussed in the last class. I think we were discussing compound, quadrant system. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Have you all revised your notes? Have you all revised? Okay. So no problem. So 90 minus theta we have done. I think we have solved these questions. Now, so everyone look at the board. Look at the screen. Sine 30 degrees given to you. Sine 30 degrees can be written as sine 90 minus 60 degrees. Sine 90 minus is what? Sine 90 minus theta. 90 minus theta. Which quadrant? First quadrant. First quadrant sign will be positive. 90 minus something we have. 90 minus means sign will be changing as cos 60. Cos 60 is what? Root 3 by 2. And sorry, cos 60 is 1 by 2. And sin 30 is also 1 by 2. So sin 60 is equal to cos. Sin 30 is equal to cos 60. You understand? So sin 60 is equal, very important, cos 60. And tan 68 can be written as cot 22. How? Look at this, guys. Tan 68 can be written as tan 68 degrees. Can be written as tan 90 degrees minus 22. Tan 68 can 90 minus 22 or not? So tan 90 minus theta. 90 minus theta in first quadrant. In first quadrant, tan will be positive. Tan will be positive or not? Yes. Tan becomes what? Cot. Why? Because you have 90 minus theta. So cot 22 degrees is your answer. So tan 68 also can be written as cot 22. All right, guys. These are very helpful results for your JEE exam. These are very helpful for your upcoming sessions. Okay. Now everyone try to solve this question. Everyone, illustration 8. Everyone solve these questions. Illustration 8. Everyone, make it fast. Quick. Those who have done with answer, please put a message in the chat box. Answer quickly. Yes, many of you have Ritvik, Vivek, Saranya, Krishna Pranav, Bhargav. Okay, look at the board, everyone. Screen. The first answer is what? The first answer is 0. Very good. The first answer is what? 0. How 0 it is? So tan 40 can be written as tan square 40 as it is 0. Cos square 50 can be written as cos square 90 minus 40. Sin square 40 minus sin square 40 is 0. Very good. Next, the second one is also 0 beta. Cot 54 degrees divided by cot 30 tan 36 degrees. So cot 54 can be written as tan 36. How? Cot 90 minus 36. 90 minus theta tan 36. Tan 36 by tan 36 1, and cot 70 can be written as tan 20.
So can you explain this again, sir? I didn't understand.
Sorry,
Can you explain this again, sir?
which question I need to explain again?
So for
Minus 2, so plus 1 plus 1, 2 minus 2 is 0. Any doubts? Tell me,
so this second one, sir, B bit.
which one?
B bit, sir.
B1,
Yeah, sir.
see, cot 54 given to you. Tan 36, I'm converting it as cos 54. Tan 36 can be written as cot 54. How? You was absent in the last class, if I'm not wrong.
No, sir, I was not in the last class.
You was there.
No, sir.
Did you go through the recording?
I have to do, sir. Today I'll do.
That is why you didn't understand this. Look at this here. Tan 36 beta, there is a system called quadrant system. Tan 36 can be written as tan 90 minus theta. Okay. 90 minus 54 can I write 36. 36 can be written as 90 minus 54 or not. So whenever
Yes,
you
sir.
have 90 minus theta, 90 plus theta, tan will be changing as cot beta. So cot 54 degrees here. All right. Cot 54 degrees. Cot, now tan 36 is equal to what? Cot 54. Okay. So now cot 54, look at it here. Let me write cot 54 divided by tan 36 can be written as what? Cot 54 plus tan 20 as it is I'm writing. Cot 70 can be written as tan 20. Well, this answer is 2. 1 plus 1 is 2. Here we have minus 2. 2 minus 2 is 0. This is also correct. So
Okay,
basically
sir.
you need to go through quadrant system, then only you will understand it better. If you don't
Okay,
go
sir.
through quadrant system,
Sir,
you don't understand this.
sir,
Just tell me.
sir, why we have to only change cot? Why we have to not change tan?
You can change anything. That is what I told here. If you don't see here, Are Babu, look at it. Tan 36 we have. Tan 36 I changed into cot 54. Here, cot 54 I changed into tan 36. I shown you in both ways. I have shown you in both ways. You can change any one of the function and any one of the term, and you can proceed with the answer. Nothing wrong with that. Why do we need to change cot 54? I mean, nothing wrong with changing tan 36 also. You can change cot 54 also. Cot 54 can be written as tan 36. Okay. Why it is like that? I have explained you in the last class how the function changes. Please go through that. Those who are absent, it will be really helpful for you. Right? Shall we go forward now? Now, trigonometric identities. Trigonometric identities, look at it. These are very simple, actually. Very, very important. Very important. Sin square a plus cos square a is equal to 1. 1 plus tan square a is equal to secant square a. 1 plus cot square is equal to cosecant square a. Okay. So from this, I can write different results, actually. What are the different results we can write from this? Sin square a can be written as 1 minus cos square a. Do you agree with my point? Or you can write cos square a can be written as 1 minus sin square a. Do you agree with my point? Yes or no? From this, tan square a can be written as secant square a minus 1. You can write secant square a as secant square a minus tan square a is equal to 1 from the second result. From the third result, what can I write? 1 plus cot square a is equal to, you can write cosecant square minus is equal to 1. All right. So you can write it as cosec square minus cot square is equal to 1. You can write in one more way like cot square A is equal to 1 cosec square theta minus 1. You understood how I wrote all this? Guys, from these three only, I just changed in different ways. I wrote the answer. That's it. Getting my point, children? Any doubts here? These three results only I changed in different ways. I wrote the answer. Any doubts?
No, sir.
Trigonometric identities, basically what is the meaning of that? If two expressions are equal for all values of the variables, then the relation is called as identity. We know that. For example, this is what this expression has to be equal to this expression. When it will be equal for some values of x. It is an identity since LHS equal to RHS. Okay. So for all real values of x. Okay, for all real values of x. There are three fundamental trigonometry identities. They are cos square A plus sin square is equal to 1 plus tan square is equal to secant square, 1 plus cot square is equal to cosecant square. So from those three standard results, I can write, look at this here. These two I wrote from the first identity. These two I wrote from the second identity. These two I wrote from the third identity. That's it. You understand, children? This one and this one. From the first identity I wrote. These two I wrote from the second identity. This one I from the third identity I wrote. Any doubts? Tell me. If you know these three results, you can write by changing them differently. In different ways, you can change them and write the answer. Very simple. Right? Any doubts? This is equal to 1. Children, any doubts? Tell me. Hello?
No, sir.
Yeah. So you can prove them very easily. Actually, you can prove them. I'm giving you this proof as a homework. Okay, proofs has been given to you. Very means very simple. Very means very dead easy actually. There is nothing to explain. Please go through this. So we know that you take a right angle triangle. We know that Pythagoras theorem. This is the Pythagoras theorem. This is the Pythagoras theorem. 1 second. This is the Pythagoras theorem. So from that, like, we are dividing with aces for on both sides. This is what you get it. Just go through this identity. It's a very simple. I request every one of you to go through this. Okay. And look at it here. This is true. This is very important. This is true for all A values such that which are lies between 0 to 90 degrees. Okay. Getting my point? This is true for all such that which are lies between 0 to 90 degrees. Is it clear? Whatever value you take, beta, look at it here, sin square 0 plus cos square 0 is equal to 1. Sin 0 is 0, cos 0 is 1. 1 is equal to 1 or not? Getting my point? Now let me take, I took theta value 0 here. If I take theta value 30, sin 30 is how much? Sin square 30 plus cos square 30 is equal to 1 now. How? Sin square 30 is 1 by 2 whole square plus cos 30 is root 3 by 2 whole square. So 1 by 2, 1 by 4. Root 3 by 2 is nothing but 3 by 4. Is 1, 4 by 4 is equal to 1. 4 by 4 is what? 1 is equal to 1 or not? Check. So for any value you take from 0 degrees to 90 degrees, it will be always true. Which one? This identity. Hope you are getting my point, what I am trying to say here. 0 to 90 degrees, anything you take. Sir, I have a doubt, one doubt here. So theta can be 0, theta can be 30, theta can be 45, theta can be 60, theta can be 90. But why can't theta can be 1 degree, theta can be 2 degree, theta can be 3 degree, theta can be 4 degree? What is sin 1 degree, sin 2 degree, sin 3 degree, sin 4 degree?
It'll be hard to find those values, sir.
Yes, actually, look at this here. Every value you can find it out actually. Sin 1 degree, 2 degree, sin 3 degree, sin 1 lakh degree, sin minus 100 degrees, sin minus 10 lakhs degrees, sin 1 trillion, sin 1 million, sin 1000, sin 1500. Every value you can find it out. Every real number will be allowed there. Getting my point? Everything will be allowed, but we need not to learn all the things. For your exam point of view, we will be learning only few things. And in exam also, you will not ask anything. Sin 57 degrees is what? Sin 33 degrees is what? He will be asking you very few things, and he will be asking you about few trigonometric values which are included in your syllabus. Other than that, he won't be asking anything. You need not to worry much about that. Hope you got a clarity. Getting my point? So this result, whichever we have explained here, this is true only if and only if theta lies between 0 to, 90 degrees. If theta lies between 0 to 90 degrees, this will be true for all a value which are lies between 0 to 90 degrees. I am trying to say that this a value, if lies between 0 to 90 degrees, for all those values, this will be true. Which one? This one. Hope you got a clarity. Now, from the first equation, from the Pythagoras theorem, look at this here. This is the first equation he took, right? This is the first equation he took. From the first equation only, he will dividing by his both side. He is dividing with AB square in order to get tan square. Look at this, 1 plus tan square is equal to secant square. This is what you will get if you divide with AB square on both sides. If I divide with BC square on both sides, cot square A plus 1 is equal to cosec square A. You will get it. So very important result. Look at this. Look at the board, everyone. Now, cosec A, cot A are not defined for A value 0. Therefore, the fourth equation is true for all A such that which are lies between 0 to 90 degrees. For 0 value, cot A and tan A will not be defined. Is it clear? And the third result, whichever we learned, this is true. This is true for all A value 0 between 90 degrees. And guys, many of you might be thinking that this will be defined. Look at this here. This will be defined. This will be defined where A value lies between 0 to 90 degrees. I can include 90. At 90 degrees, this will be defined. But 0 degrees is what? Cot 0 is what? Cot 0 is what?
Infinite.
Cot 0. Tan 0 is 0. Cot
Undefined.
infinite, undefined, right? Infinite. Infinite plus 1 is infinite. Cosec 0 is what? Infinite. Infinite, look at it here. Infinite plus infinite. Infinite is equal to infinite. So which is what? Undefined actually. I do not know. That is why it is not defined. He has written here. For A value, it is not defined. A value 0, it is not defined. Other than 0, between 0 to 90, every value will be, included over here. It will be defining for all the things. Using these identities, we can express each trigonometric ratio in terms of other trigonometric ratios. That is, if any one of the ratios is known, we can determine values of other trigonometric ratios. We know this very simple actually. If you know one thing, you can determine other things better. And have we discussed this relation between the arc and radius of an angle? Have we discussed this better? Theta is equal to L by R. I have explained you, I think, the last class.
Yeah, so first class.
Yeah, in the first class, we have covered this. Those who have not gone through this, please go through this. What I'm trying to say is this theta beta. This theta is there, right? That theta is equal to L by R. L is this arc length here. This arc length is L and R is radius. So theta, angle of any circle. Angle can be found. Angle can be found by using the formula called theta is equal to L by R. Sir, what is L there? L is this arc length. This arc length. R is what? Radius. Yeah, theta is always radian beta. This theta is always we should take in radians, and unit of L and R are always same. Units of L, arc length and radius must be always same. And whatever the theta you take, that is always in radians. Be careful. Be careful. I already told you that radians, theta must be always in radians. It cannot be in degrees. If the theta given you in degrees, try to convert that in radians, then you solve it. Hope you are getting my point. He will be sometimes giving you, sometimes he'll be giving you, theta, and he will ask you to find out L value. Sometimes he'll give radians and he'll give you theta and he'll ask you to L value. Sometimes he will give you L and R, he will ask you to find out theta. So different things he'll be given to you and he will ask, but you have to use the same formula. And make sure that every time you solve the, every time you use this formula, make sure that your theta is in radians. So whenever you use this formula, make sure that you are keeping the theta is in radians. Hope you are getting my point. Whenever you keep this theta, whenever you use this formula, make sure that you are keeping the theta in radians. That's it. One of the beautiful and important concept of the trigonometry. So without this, a concept, you will not be able to solve any JEE question. In future. This is
very, 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 very 1,000 times very important. Not 1,000 times also less, I think. That much very important. And trigonometry is not that important for your JEE exam. I mean, like trigonometry will be given to you, like in JEE exam, you will be getting 1 or 2 questions. I mean, one question you will be getting from trigonometry. One question you will be getting from your trigonometry. But sir, for one question, do we need to study all this? Yes, you have to study. I would say strongly that yes, you have to study. Without any hesitation, you have to study. Why? Because trigonometry formulas will be used in all mathematics topics. Whatever the 11th and 12th topics you take, you won't even realize where you are using trigonometry formulas. In all the topics, you will be using trigonometry formulas. Irrespective of the topic, you will be using in differentiation, you will be using in integration, you'll be using in matrices, you'll be using that, these, everywhere. I don't even know, from where the trigonometry formula will come. Directly, it will be including over there. But that is the reason I'm telling you, trigonometry formulas are very important. For trigonometry, based on trigonometry topic, you will be getting one question, minimum 0, maximum 1 question you'll be getting from this trigonometry. But these trigonometry formulas are there, right? Trigonometry concepts we'll be using in other lessons. That is why trigonometry has that much craze, that much, importance. Why I'm telling you trigonometry is very important? Trigonometry is important just because of the formulas, just because of the craze which it has. It has more, it has a huge craze, it has a huge importance for other topics. For other topics in calculus, you'll be using formulas. In calculus is nothing but there are several topics, combinedly we called as a calculus. You'll be learning in class 12th, so 11th and 12th. So you don't worry about that. So for those topics, beta, you will be using trigonometry formulas. Yes, sir. Okay, sir, we got this. Now I would ask you that sin A plus B, sin A minus B formulas is what? Sin A plus B formula is this, beta. I would request you all to remember these formulas, and proofs can be derived in the upper section. I mean, like, higher classes. So you need not to worry about this proof. Even I teach proof, you don't understand now. We'll be using different topics to derive these. See, we'll be using different topics to derive these two formulas actually. Look at it here. I mean, I request you to learn this formula and this formula. Other formulas are very easy. So sine, look at it here. Sine function, beta. Whenever you learn sine function, look at this. Sin x and cos x. These two people are like mummy daddy. Sin x and cos x are mummy daddy. From this mummy daddy, only every function would be derived actually. Getting my point? Sin x and cos x. These are my standard functions. What are they? Standard functions. Okay. From this only tan x, cot x, cosec x, secant x. This will be what? Derived functions. What are these? These are derived functions. So if you know sin x and cos x in well manner, and other functions are easily derivable. You understand my point? So that is what I'm telling you. You try to know sin A plus B formula and cos A plus B formula. In fact, if you know sin A plus B formula, you can understand sin A minus B very easily. Nothing is there. You need to change the signs. Replace plus at minus, minus as plus. That's it. So the first formula sin A plus B is sin A cos B plus cos A sin B. Very important formula. Sin A minus B, what? This plus is simply replaced with minus, remaining is same as it is. All right. Now sin cos A plus B is what? Cos function is always different. वो जिद्दी function होता है, ठीक है? हिंदी में क्या बोलते हैं उसको? जिद्दी मतलब like in Telugu we called mondi function. Like mondi is nothing but like it won't listen our words actually. Manam we will be calling in our daily life, right? If someone is not listening at you, वो जिद्दी वाला बंदा है यार, वो तो हमको कभी भी नहीं सुनता नहीं है. Like
Sir,
in Telugu
arrogant or something.
arrogant something you can say. Arrogant something you can say. Arrogant का मतलब मैंने अपने मतलब डेली लैंग्वेज में बताना चाहता हूँ, ठीक है? So जिद्दी वाली फंक्शन, arrogant you say. In Telugu we call it as a mondi. అరే యార్ వీడు ఏంట్రా బాబు ఎప్పుడు చెప్పినా వినడు, ఇది ఎప్పుడు ఇంతే అని అంటుంటాం కదా. All right, we just usually say that, right? So in that type of function is a cos function. So it is always different actually, always different. So if other functions will behave in a some, if other functions will behave in one way, and cos x function separately behaves in different way. So that is what the cos function, that is a very special function cos x is. Look at this. That is why I'll tell you. Now look at this here. Why it is special, why it is, everything I'll tell you. Don't worry about that. Now, everyone, sin A plus B is this one. Sin A minus B is this one. Sin A cos B plus cos A sin B. This is my sin A plus B formula. Sin A minus B formula is what? Sin A cos B minus cos A sin B. Alright, I request everyone you to learn these formulas. These are very important formulas. Okay. Next, cos A plus B formula is cos A cos B minus sin A sin B. Cos A minus B is cos A cos B plus sin A sin B. Now I told, right, cos x is always different. What is the different? Why is different? I'll tell you now. Look at this. Guys, for sin A plus B, I had plus here, so I was getting plus here. For sin A minus B, I had minus here, so I was getting minus here. But in cos, plus here, but you have minus here. You have minus here, but you have plus here. Cos is always different. If you ask him to behave in one way, he behaves in another way. Like, small kid. There is a small kid.
Reverse, sir.
We were looking at it. This is a small chotu kid, Okay, this is a small kid. If you ask, small kid to not behave like that, he will behave like that only. If you ask him to not behave like that, he will behave always like that. So whatever you ask him to do, he will do that only. Whatever you not ask him to do, he will do that only. For suppose in a small kid, you just observe in a small kid, you just ask him to not go there, but definitely he will go there. That is the behavior of small kids, right? The cos function is also like that. Getting my point? So here we have plus, it will be always minus. Look at this here. This is plus, but it generates minus here. We have minus here, but it generates plus here. But sine is what? Sine is what? Sine is a very, very good function actually. All right, here listen our words. Plus will be plus only, minus will be minus only. I'm telling you the tactics to remember the formulas, nothing more than that. Don't say that, our teacher has taught in a small kid example, he has tried some, by taking an arrogant example. साइन फंक्शन जीती फंक्शन होता है, मुंडी फंक्शन होता है, एरोगेंट फंक्शन होता है. कभी भी ऐसा एग्जाम में नहीं लिखना है, ठीक है? You don't write like this all this in exam. I'm telling you, in a comic way, just because you need to remember for a long time. That is the reason I'm just teaching in that way. Okay? Yes. So sin A cos B plus cos A sin B. आपको remember याद होना चाहिए, ठीक है? You just need to remember this formula at any cost. Sin A minus B is what? Sin A cos B minus cos A sin B. So I would request you to remember sin A plus B, sin A minus B formula, automatic it comes. So I would request you to remember only two formulas. What are they? These two formulas. These yellow color shaded formulas. Then other two formulas. This formula, automatically it will come. Just change the signs accordingly. Okay? Getting my point? Any doubts? Sir, I have a doubt here. Now tan A plus B. Tan A plus B formula is what? Tan A tan B by 1 plus tan A tan B. What is that? 1 plus tan A tan B. Okay. Tan A tan B by tan A plus tan B by 1 minus tan A tan B. Tan A minus B formula is same as tan A plus B only, but change the signs. Sir, what is the proof of this? I'll tell you the proof. I'll teach you the proof. I'll give the homework, this proof, these two homeworks. I'll give a hint. Let's see how many of you will send me the proof. Let's see. Today I'll check. I'll ask you to send through WhatsApp. Let's see how many of you will send me the homework. This is a homework. This is a homework. Proof. Proof is a homework. I'll give a hint. But a tan A plus B can be written as what? Sin A plus B by cos A plus B. Am I correct? Do you agree with my point?
Yes.
Sin A plus B formula, beta. Substitute here cos A plus B formula, beta. And make an adjustment accordingly. Tell me the answer in the form of tan A tan B, tan A plus tan B by 1 minus tan A tan B. Hope you are getting my point. Tan A minus B formula is also same thing. All right, you just need to prove this. That is a homework. Hope you got a clarity. Sir, we have a doubt here. Next formula, sin 2A. Sin 2A is 2 sin A cos A. Okay. Cos 2A formula is cos per A minus sin per A. And 2 cos per A minus 1 or 1 minus 2 sin per A. Tan 2A formula is this. Okay. So I'll do one thing, beta. I'll do one thing. I'll write on the one note and I'll explain you. Wait. Look at the board, everyone. Sin A plus B formula was what, beta? Sin A cos B plus cos A sin B. Okay. So sin A minus B is what? Same as it is, but minus here. Understood my point? Is it clear? Cos A plus
Yes,
B is
sir.
what? Cos A cos B. Don't write cos A sin B here. Cos A cos B. Sin is cos will be always different. Minus sin A sin B here. Sin is what? Cos is what? Cos will be always cos. Cos A cos B minus sin A sin B. Next, cos of A minus B is equal to cos A cos B plus sin A sin B. Okay. So yes, let us write this also. Sin A cos B minus. All right. So this is what you got. Now I would like to prove double angle formulas. What are they? Double angle. Double angle I denote with 2 theta. 2 thetas. It's nothing but double angles. So double angle formula is what? Sin 2 theta. Cos 2 theta. Tan 2 theta. Formula is what? Double angle is nothing but 2 theta beta. 2 times of theta. समझ रहे हो आप? हाँ. Sir sin 2 theta formula is 2 sin theta cos theta. Sir ये कैसे आ गया? अभी बताओ. Look at this. I'll tell you how we got this. 2 sin A cos A. Very simple beta. Look at this here. We know that sin of A plus B is equal to sin A cos B plus cos A sin B. ठीक है? Yes. If A is equal to B बेटा, ठीक है? अगर A is equal to B, दोनों बराबर होगा साथ में. All right. What happens? Sin of A plus A. Do you agree with my point? Sin A cos B भी क्या होता है? Cos A plus cos A. Sin B is what? Sin B. All right. So sin A plus A is 2A. देखो sin A cos A, sin A cos A. All right. Sin A cos A and here sin A, right? Sin A. Right. So 2 times of sin A cos A. Any doubts? This is how the proof I got. Any doubts? So whenever I ask you to say sin 2A formula is this one, beta. Getting my point? Any doubts? Any doubts?
No, sir.
Any doubts? Tell me. कोई डाउट चिल्ड्रन बताओ जल्दी से बताओ. Make it fast.
No, sir.
So no one has doubts. Are you sure? Are you all sure?
Sir, just 1 minute.
You want to ask or you want to copy? I don't give time to
Sir, can you
copy.
repeat once again the last step?
Which step? Better look
Sir,
at it. here.
last.
If A is equal to beta, this A and B both are equal. What happens? I'm replacing B with A beta. That's it. So look at it. I'm replacing this B with A. So B becomes what? A. Check. You understand?
Oh, yes.
So now A plus A becomes 2A. Now as I told you that, look at this here. As I told you that this B will be replacing with A. That's it. Remaining as it is same. So one time of sin A cos A, one time of sin A cos A. अरे यार cos A sin A or cos A sin A. Cos A sin A plus cos A sin A is 2 times of cos A sin A or not? Is it clear? Sin A cos A, sin A cos A, 2 times of sin A cos A.
Yes,
That
sir.
is what I did. Yes, tell me. Yes, tell me. Someone was calling me. Who's that? Someone was calling me. Who is that? Are you guys here or not? Yes. Okay, sir. Sin 2A formula in terms of sin and cos we got. Now, but this is one formula. Another formula is here for sin 2A. This is in terms of sin A and cos A. Sin 2A formula also can be written as 2 times of tan A by 1 plus tan square A. This is also sin 2 formula in terms of what? Tan function. Getting my point? This is what? In terms of sin A and cos A. All right. This is the formula what? In terms of tan A. Both are sin 2A formulas only. Both are sin 2A formulas only. Sir, I have one doubt here. How can you do this? How can we prove this? What is the proof of this? Can anyone of you try the proof for this? Proof. Sir, we know that sin 2A is equal to times of sin A by cos A, sir. This can also be written as divided by 1, sir. Any doubt, sir?
No, sir.
Do we have any doubts? No, sir. Perfect, sir. But we know one thing, sir, that 2 times of sin A cos A whole divided by 1 can be written as sin square A plus cos square A. Do you agree with my point? Isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Array, I told the identity. Array,
Yeah, sir.
what's happening here? What's happening here? Sir, why are you singing? I love singing. That's why I'm singing. Shuntha. Listen the class of Bhargav. Look at this here. Here, look at the board. Cos square A plus sin square A is equal to 1 or not? Yes or no? Tell me. Same identity I
Yes,
have used here. Look at this here. Getting my point? Yes. So, basically what happens, let me tell you a secret beta. ठीक है, किसी को मत बताना, ठीक है? I would like to teach in comic way basically. Okay, I don't want to make you feel bored. I just want to teach in comic way. That is the reason I'm just, just doing this sort of stuff in the class. Don't think that I'm just, comedian. Okay, ठीक है? हाँ, ठीक है. Look at this now. Sir, okay, sir. But what I need here, I need in terms of tan. I need in terms of tan. ठीक है? Yes. Sir, मुझे मेरे पास अभी I have this now. How would you convert in terms of tan this? Think. Analytical step. No need of remembering anything here. How do you convert this, yellow color circle in terms of tan?
sir. Like tan can be written as sin by cos.
That we can do. What I'm trying to say,
Reciprocals.
Harini ji, I know that. Look at it. This is the result, beta. This is my LHS. ठीक है? I took LHS here. I took what LHS, which is sin 2A. I need to prove RHS. From LHS, I need to prove RHS. That is what the basic, procedure of solving. Yes. I took LHS. What is that? Sin 2A. Sin 2A formula was 2 sin A cos A. We know that. Divided by 1. ठीक है. Divided by 1 can be written as like this. ठीक है. ये भी सही है.
Yes.
I need what, beta? My result I need in terms of tan, right? Forgetting in terms of tan.
Sir, can we write as
Dividing by cos A in the numerator and in the denominator. कहाँ पे? ठीक है? हाँ. So what is going to happen now? Check कर लो. Look at this. Whole divided by. Do I need to divide with cos A or cos square A? मुझे लगता है cos square A. ठीक है? Cos square A से divide करना पड़ेगा. कहाँ पे? Where? In the numerator and denominator. All right. Look at this. Do you agree with my point? Do you have any problem if I have write like if I write like this? Tell me, guys. I divided with the cos square in the numerator.
No,
इसको
sir.
दोनों को cancel करने से फिर से मुझे वो I would get original function here. हाँ, ठीक है. All right. Now look at this here. One time cos A, one time cos A will get cancelled. Cos square so ऐसे cancel हो जाएगा. All right. हाँ. So what you left with now? 2 times of sin A by cos A. I left with 2 times of sin A by cos A. Whole divided by sin square A by cos square is tan square A. Cos square A by cos square is 1. तो ये आंसर क्या था? Sin 2A is equal to sin 2A is equal to 2 times of tan A by 1 plus tan square A. ये होगा मेरा result. This hence proof. From LHS I got RHS. All right, beta. Proof is not important at all, but for a satisfaction purpose, I'm teaching you this. Any doubts? Any
So can you
doubts?
show last step?
Yes. Any doubts? Tell me. Sir, why did you divide with cos square A? That is $1 million question here. Simple logic. I need to bring sine in terms of cos. Sorry, tan. In order to bring in terms of tan, I must divide with cos square A. I don't have any option to go with. All right. I don't have any option to go with until and unless I multiply. Until and unless I divide with the cos square A in the numerator and denominator. Okay. कोई doubt यहाँ पे? Make it fast. Any doubts? So I would ask you to say that Dipsika, what is the formula for sin 2a? Dipsika must answer 2 sin a cos a. ठीक है sir. What is the formula in terms of tan for sin 2a? 2 tan a by 1 plus tan square a. Yes. टकाटक टकाटक फटाफट फटाफट. खत्म. All right. Any doubts? Any doubts? Any doubts?
No, sir.
अरे no
Sir,
doubt. हाँ. Tell me.
sir, sir, up only, sir. Can you scroll up?
I'll share the notes. Why you are worrying much? Why you are wasting your time by copying all this? You may
Sir,
copy.
Sir, I'm
Look,
asked.
doubt you have. Okay,
Sir,
please.
I'm asked. Yes,
Yes,
sir.
please. Where is that?
Sir, in this sin 2y equal to 2 tan A that we have to prove, no, sir.
Hmm.
In numerator, y you wrote as 2 tan A is equal to 2 sin A into cos A by 1.
Get your point. Can you please repeat the question again? 2 tan A, why did I write 2 sin A cos A?
Yes, sir.
Oi, you are not listening in the class. Look at this here. I didn't do that. Look at this here. What's happened here? What happened here? This is equal to this. I need to prove, right? I told you this is a formula. This is a standard formula. Okay. I need to prove this is equal to this now. How can I prove that? For proving, what I have to do, you take either LHS or RHS. All right. I'm taking LHS here. Easy for me to prove. I took LHS. What is LHS sin 2a? Abhi bhul jao, like you just forget about the RHS now. Forget about the RHS. I just cross that. I'll be proving that. Okay. I need to prove LHS equal to RHS. What is LHS? Sin 2a I took. How can you bring this as in terms of tan? Somewhere it is in the down. Don't worry. Now 2 sin a is what? 2 sin a cos a. I know the formula. That can be written as by 1. Nothing wrong with that. I don't have any problem here. That 1 can be replaced with sin square a plus cos square a. So in order to get in terms of tan, I just divided with the cos square a in the numerator and denominator. कोई चिंता? कोई problem? Any doubts? बताओ जल्दी से, make it fast. Any doubts?
No, sir.
No.
Sir.
Perfect. All right. Superb. Wonderful. Yes. Cos square a. ठीक है? Cos square a in the numerator, denominator cancelled. I cancelled everything with I got end up in terms of tan. That is what my tan result for sin 2a. Okay? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Fine. Now, cos 2a is equal cos square a minus sin square a. Okay? How you got this formula? One second, guys. Yes. So cos square a minus sin square a. Okay? Cos square a minus sin square a. Now look at the board. Cos 2a formula is what? Cos a plus a. Can I write 2 as a plus a? Tell me. Hello. Yes, look at this. If you don't understand. In the previous formula also. In the previous formula also. This also can be proved like this. Look at it here. Sin 2a I have. Sin 2a can be written as sin a plus a. So now can I apply a plus b formula here? Sin a cos b. B is what here? A or not? Plus cos a sin b. ठीक है? 2 times of sin a cos b. खत्म. Any doubts? One second. All right, this is the formula, sin 2a formula. Okay, so here also same thing. Cos 2a can be written as what, beta? Cos of a plus a or not?
Cos of A.
Isn't it looking like cos a plus b formula?
Yes,
Isn't it
sir.
looking like cos a into cos b? B is what? Cos a only. Minus sin a into sin b. Sorry, b is what? A only. Do you have any problem here? Tell me now. Do you guys have any problem? If I write like this, sir, how I wrote, sir, I'll tell you, sir. Dekho, sir. This is how I can write like this. All right. So here, in place of b, what you have, beta? In place of b, what you have? A you have. So replacing b with a, that's it. Kahani katam. What are you going to get now? Cos into cos a into cos a. Cos square a minus sin square a. Okay. So cos 2a formula. Nihal. What is the formula for Nihal? What is the formula for cos 2a, Nihal? Cos square a minus sin square a. ठीक है? हाँ, very good. Aaron Raboston. What is the formula for cos 2a?
Cos square A minus sin square.
Very good. Akshara. Akshara. Hi. No. Are you here, Akshara ji? No. Bhumika ji, hi. Hello. They don't want to respond, I think. Krishna Pranav KP.
Yes, sir.
KP, understood KP?
Yes, sir. Understood.
Dipsika ji.
Yes, sir.
Ha. Harini Marepalli HM. Tell me HM. Did you understand?
Yeah, sir.
Harshil Kantaria HK. HK.
Yes,
Understood
sir.
HK? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Shreyanji, understood Shreyanji? Don't know where is Shreyan is.
Yes, sir.
Very good. Mohit Vaibhav, MV. Tell me Mohit. Understood? Who is two Ritviks here? Two Ritvik. Ritvik.
Sir, we are from the same school, but from like we have the
Ayyo.
same name.
Make sure that you are, mentioning your initials, beta, so that I would not be getting confused with that. I don't know both above. One Ritvik is VIK written, one Ritvik is WIK. Wow. Sahi hai. Rohit Sharma, Hitman.
Yes, sir.
Tell me, Rohit
Yes, sir.
Sharma, have you understood?
Yes, sir.
Great. I think you have joined recently. Am I correct, Rohit?
Yes, sir.
Great. Are you able to enjoy? Are you able to understand the concept?
Yes, sir.
Are you enjoying the class?
Yes, sir.
Wonderful. Satvik. Satvik ji, are you here? No. Saranya ji. Saranya will be always active. I know that.
Yes, sir.
Amatullah Ibrahim. No. Amatullah is not here. Mic is not working, I think. Nahi, Amatullah, make sure that your mic is working, beta. ठीक है? हाँ. All right. So yes, I didn't call couple of students, those who are active in the class. I know that students will be active. Like, let me say Aditi, let me say Bhargav, let me say Kavya, Hania, Harini,
Yes, sir.
Shreyan. But nowadays I don't find Shreyan is active. But okay. Anyway, Mohit and Saranya, these people regularly they are so active. Nihal, is also so active. So guys, I would be taking your names if you are active. Make sure that you are responding in the class. Whatever try to say, I'll give a time. Don't worry. All right. This is the cos 2a standard formula, beta. Okay. So there are different formulas for cos 2a. What are they? Cos 2a also can be written as 2 times of cos square a minus 1, beta. Okay. Cos 2a also can be written as 1 minus 2 times of sin square a. Cos 2a also can be written as 1 minus tan square a by 1 plus tan square a. Okay. Sir, what is the proof of all this? Proof will be derived in next class. Don't worry. Proof. Proof. Very simple. You try proving this from the result. This is my standard beta. This is original. Okay. This original formula. From that original formula only, we will be deriving all these Chotu formulas. All right. Getting my point? From this formula only, we'll be deriving this formulas. Okay. Hope you are getting my point. Any doubts? Now try to derive this. This is a homework. Proof is a homework. Okay. Proof of sine square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1 plus secant square theta is equal to tan square theta, and 1 plus cot square is equal to cosec square theta formula. Proof also you have to derive it and show it. Okay, beta? Try to derive and post it out here. Thank you. I'll would like to stop the session here and I'll share the notes. Do not worry at all. Okay, any doubts? Tell me.
No, sir.
Any doubts?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay. And Ritvik is also very active. One Ritvik is very active. I don't know which Ritvik is that. Old Ritvik, not new Ritvik. I don't know who is new Ritvik, who is old Ritvik. Mention your initial beta, initial. So if your KP is also active. Bhumika used to be active, but nowadays I don't know what happened to Bhumika.
Sir, I'm there. I'm just.
You are listening, but you are feeling shy to talk. Bhumika ji,
Yes, sir.
feeling shy. You shouldn't feel shy, beta. If you are feeling shy, you are not going to learn something new. Okay, yes, you might be. See, what happens is you have to question. You have to question, you have to ask, you have to express freely. Then only it will be helpful for your future. It's gonna be really helps a lot. It's gonna be helpful a lot. I'm telling you, I'm not joking it. Really, if you're talking in front of the people, it boosts your confidence. You will be motivated yourself. That is why I always recommend you people to talk. Necessarily, but unnecessarily, I don't want you to talk. Whatever required, you must talk about that. Respond in the class. If you feel talking in the class is unnecessary, then I'm talking to everyone here, not only Bhumika. If you feel talking, suggesting your things unnecessary in the class, then you may tell, sir, I feel unnecessary to talk, unnecessary to suggest everything. So that is why I don't talk. Yes, Dipsika also very active. I didn't take Dipsika's name. Dipsika also will be very active actually. So yes, beta, this is what I just expect. I think Dipsika has texted me. She has asked me what is the difference between ln and log. Both are different, beta. Both are categories of log. Both are types of logarithmics. Okay. So Dipsika ji, are you able to understand? Ln, log, both are different. Yeah. Okay. Okay, people. So we'll discuss the logarithmics.
Sir, I don't think I sent that message.
Who texted? You didn't text me.
No, sir, I didn't send that message.
Okay. I think I don't know who is that then. Okay, anyway, thank you, beta. Goodbye. Have a nice day, everyone. Good night.
Bye, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Bye bye. Tata. See you tomorrow.